Hey good people, Keke here and welcome back to yet another video. I missed you guys. I've been away for a little bit though, not for too long. It's been about 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks since I last posted a video. Reason being, work has been hectic. Work has been really hectic. I'm a teacher, so if you know, you know. Especially when it's almost exam time, it gets really hectic. I have a really interesting topic today that I want to talk about. Um, and this comes from the comment section again. I realized that whenever I engage with you guys and, we get into it, a lot of things, make more sense. And I want to bring up one of those things in this video. Yeah, so before we go any further, I want to read the comment to you guys and then I will delve a little deeper. Okay, but first things first, I have my glasses and I'm not going to read the name of the person. I feel like most people aren't really as open, and I don't want to assume that people are just free to talk about where they stand. Because some of the people send me direct messages instead of commenting on my video. But yeah, I think I'll keep it anonymous. I won't say who it is, just so I don't step on anybody's toes. And today's comment reads as follows. Yes, a lot of JWs are good people. I myself have made very meaningful friendships with them. They are good hearted and well meaning people, but are very deeply indoctrinated by the governing body. I 100% I agree with this comment. And the reason why this comment resonates with me so much is because when I left, I really felt like, it was really sad because I felt like I was letting go of people who've done me no wrong. We had amazing relationships, and I miss them till this day. Literally, that's what I miss the most about being in the, I want to say cult, but being part of the JW organization. You build these friendships that feel so warm and so, you know, good. The people are amazing. The community is amazing. But the heavy indoctrination is dangerous. And I say dangerous because, to break it down, it's dangerous to be so heavily indoctrinated because you are decapacitated of your thinking abilities. You're literally made dependent, mentally dependent on the governing body. And I say that because I myself went through that, and I feel I'm still going through it now that, even now that I'm out, it's very difficult for me to make a decision that is solely mine and not feel like I need to go and double check with someone just to make sure that I'm making the right decision. There's nothing wrong with, you know, inquiring or, going to ask for advice and, seeking another perspective from somebody who's more mature, more, experienced. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely fine. I encourage that. However, the danger is when you are unable, literally get anxiety or of some sort when you need to make a big decision on your own. And that's what I'm currently struggling with at my big age. The heavy indoctrination can really get to a person. Another reason why it's dangerous is you you are easily manipulated. People can just make you think a certain way or influence your thoughts in such a way that you would want or you would believe what they are saying because you don't feel the need to go and do research, for instance. Now I'm talking from a perspective of being in the JW organization. Whatever we would read in the Watchtower articles, we took that as truth, as fact. And we never thought to question it. Whenever we did feel the need to question, or whenever we had a question, it was quickly squashed by the fact that, no man, they are right. There's no way they could be wrong. And it makes you so gullible. You literally are easily influenced by whatever thought pattern or whatever point of view another person makes, especially if you lean more towards agreeing with it. You are more likely to just take it as it is without doing any research. And that's dangerous in this world, in this big bad world. You need to have something concrete. And the only way to have that is by doing research and finding out why it is the way it is. Is there a possibility that, it could be somehow and not the way it's presented? So as a JW, you just take it as it is, and that's the danger. Another thing that can be harmful is that you're not as open um, to other people, other ideas, other perspectives, and that makes you narrow-minded. Um, and that's something that I am still battling with. For instance, in the workspace, I find that I was very rigid. I was not as flexible as my colleagues were. It could be anything. I would literally just clamp up and not want to partake in anything. Um, and that's not good, not being flexible. You kind of lose your social skills, not just in the workplace, but in general, around people that are not witnesses or that are considered to be worldly people. You just don't know how to coexist with them in a manner that um, is normal. Um, the flexibility is not there, the openness is not there. You tend to only have a certain perspective, and that's what you stick to. And that perspective is usually that of the governing body, and nothing else is considered as an option. So it's another thing that makes it quite questionable that as an adult, you find it difficult, or personally, I have found it to be quite difficult to allow people in my space, well-meaning people, not just any, random stranger, but it's difficult to build relationships with people because of being so close-minded and not being able to be mentally flexible or socially flexible, even emotionally. I don't open myself up to, opportunities, even because I don't think that I should. In order to function properly, I need to be able to open myself up to some degree. And I understand that it's not just because of religious indoctrination. There are people who, aren't as open and they're very introverted, and that's okay. Nothing against that. But I'm just speaking on um, heavy indoctrination, how it can really affect a person and how it's affected me, and the things that I've started to realize, through interacting with people in my comment section, through my videos. I've realized that the Watchtower has really gotten away with a lot of our minds. They have stripped us of, the capability of us using our thinking skills, and that's not okay, you know. And that's what I've realized now through, speaking with other people and seeing other perspectives and just opening myself up to other options. So one of the Watchtower's most effective ways to indoctrinate people is through repeating information, sort of like brainwashing you slowly. Um, for example, I remember every time we'd go to a convention, um, even the meeting, it would be the same information repeated over and over again using different illustrations or uh, videos, even songs. But it would be repetitive information that literally is used to kind of flush away any kind of reasonable thinking, to the point where they would encourage us to do what is called personal study. Now, it sounds like it's harmless. However, personal study is a form of self indoctrination because they would encourage us to use the publications, to use the website when we do our personal study. It wouldn't just be personal Bible study, it would be personal Bible study with the aid of Watchtower articles and other articles found on the JW website or JW library. And wow, it's quite a, if you think about it, it's quite a smart way to make you indoctrinate yourself without really realizing it. Because at the pioneer meetings, the elders would always ask us, how's your personal Bible study going? And if you were feeling maybe down or discouraged, it would always be, okay, maybe you need to study, do your focus more on your personal study. And that literally would mean go back to the Watchtower articles or go back to Watchtower literature, Watchtower material, so that you don't feel down. Basically, that's how self indoctrination works. You are literally encouraged to go back to reading the material over and over again to the point where you accept that idea or that belief without questioning it any further. So that's dangerous. The fact that it's repetitive information, kind of like brainwashing, yeah, how it affects, the people, the good people within the organization is that they become unwilling, so unwilling to ask questions or even be made aware of certain things that are questionable within the Watchtower articles or within the organization itself. It's so difficult to help them to see a point because they just refuse. I know because I was once that person. It was so difficult for me to accept a view that was different from what I believed was true um, through reading the articles. Because what the Watchtower does, or what these articles do, they just show you one side of the point or the perspective. It's one sided. And the other side, you find that there's more to it and probably more truth to the side that they present. And that's where the danger lies. Through their spiritual routine, because that's what they would call it, you need to have a spiritual routine, meaning you need to continue to allow them to indoctrinate you through going to the meetings back to back, the conventions, the assemblies, and also the personal study, and also the field service, because there is where you keep taking in this information over and over again. Because I was a regular pioneer for so long, for 9 years, that's a really long time. I sometimes, now that I'm out, I sometimes feel bad that, I myself, at some point, I was trying to indoctrinate other people to recruit them to be, part of this, I want to say cult, um, this high control group, you know. It is a cult. I think it is what it is. But I find that it's important that I also need to forgive myself because I didn't know. At the time, I genuinely didn't know. I thought I was doing the good thing, which brings me back to the initial comment that was made by the person who commented in one of the videos. So, to the people that, whose homes I went to, trying to recruit them, I feel like it was all coming from a good place. And I don't think it would be fair for me to beat myself up about it. I really didn't know. I thought it was okay. I believe it's the same with the people who are still currently in the organization, that majority of them truly do believe that they're doing the right thing, um, and they all mean well, which is really sad. But I really do hope that with the amount of, videos that are circulating and everything that's, through social media, I believe that hopefully one day they will also realize that there's more to what they've been presented with. Hopefully, little by little, these videos will pop up in their feeds and they will, have more questions and have the desire to seek the answers, not from the same source, which is, the website, the JW website, or the articles, but actually go deeper, further than that. I think I'm more at peace now with my stance, and I'm becoming more confident in, my decision making, my thought process, and how I interact with other people, how I'm building new friendships, new relationships. I am really, I feel like I'm living again. Literally for the first time, I feel more alive. And I wish this kind of feeling on other people too, especially those who are still stuck. So I hope that this video reaches one of them, and that they just keep on looking, keep on searching. I'd like to know how you guys managed to, you know, wake up, and how you guys managed to escape Watchtower. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. But please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.